everybody, we are finally back with a new video. We have gotten multiple requests to do a Megadeth ranked. We mentioned it in our last video, and we got a lot of people saying we should do it, so here we are.
Yep. Megadeth is my favorite metal band. What about you? You like them more than Metallica, right?
I think I do like them more than Metallica.
Yeah, me too.
Although, it does change, you know, sometimes I like Metallica more, but as of right now, I do like Megadeth more than Metallica. Definitely one of the best. I don't know if it's the best metal band, but they're up there. They're way up there for me, yeah.
Yeah. They're my favorite from the Big Four, so. Yeah, so let's just get right into it. We're going to rank all of their studio albums. EPs don't count, like Hidden Treasures. So yeah, let's just get right into it. What's your number one? What's your number 15?
Okay. My number 15 is 13.
Okay.
I think that's their worst. I really only like one song from that, which is Black Swan.
I love that song. That's why it wasn't at the bottom for me.
Yeah. But for me, it was at the bottom because that's the only one I like, and every other album I like more than one song.
Okay.
So.
We don't have that one on vinyl, so we can't show it.
Yeah.
All right.
What's your number 15?
My number 15 is Super Collider.
Okay.
I think this is their worst album, although songs like, I really did love the title track when it came out, but as the years go by, it's kind of, I don't know, I don't like it as much as I did. I
feel the same way about that song.
Yeah, I really like Forget to Remember. I think that's probably my favorite song off of this one. And Kingmaker is like a thrashy song, so that's good too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like a bad album, but compared to all their other ones, I think it's their worst.
Yeah.
So, that's my number 15.
Alright, well that's actually my number 14. I put it above 13 because I just liked more songs from it. Like you said, when Super Collider, the title track, came out, I really enjoyed it, but I don't really listen to it as much anymore. But there are a couple other songs, even if they are mildly cringy, that I do enjoy from this. My first exposure to Megadeth was when 13 came out.
Okay.
Because I think you got the CD.
You got the CD for me for my birthday.
Okay.
Or Christmas, maybe.
And I hated the song Public Enemy #1. I thought it was so stupid. So that's another reason it's at the bottom of my list. But anyway, back to Super Collider. I think it's better than 13, but it's definitely not Megadeth's best. So that's my number 14 pick.
Well, my number 14 is 13.
I knew that was gonna happen.
And I put 13 above Super Collider because there are some songs on there that I like. I like more songs from that than I did Super Collider. I like Public Enemy #1. I like Black Swan. We the People's pretty good. Guns, Drugs, and Money I like. Even like Deadly Nightshade and stuff. So I think I like that record more.
Okay.
And yeah, you got that for me way back when it came out.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's fair.
The album cover for 13 is better, I think.
Yeah, I definitely I don't dislike the album art for 13. And I think I like it more than the album art for Super Collider.
Okay.
All right, on to number 13.
Also, another thing about 13, I don't like that they redid old songs.
Yeah. Like
New World Order is on there.
Yeah,
which is an awesome song from Hidden Treasures, I think, from the 90s. We love that song.
That is a great one.
But the redone version on 13 isn't as good. And same thing with Millennium of the Blind.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's all true. Alright, so my number 13, I don't know if my list is controversial or not, but I went with Dystopia.
Okay.
Because, and now let me get this straight first. I like this album, but pretty much every other Megadeth album for me was above it. I did really enjoy it when it came out. We were both really excited for new Megadeth music, especially after Super Collider and 13. We were hoping for something really heavy, and this definitely delivered. But as I've listened to it more and more, a lot of the songs kind of wash together a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I still enjoy it. And I enjoy it more than 13, and I enjoy it more than Super Collider, but still not up at the tippy top for me in terms of Megadeth albums. Post American World, I do like that song a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Fatal Illusion is a good song. Even The Threat Is Real. I mean, there's a lot of good tracks on here. So, like I said, not a bad album, but just fell at the bottom of the list for me.
Alright, that's fair. Well, my number 13 is Risk.
Okay.
Which has never been pressed on vinyl, so sadly we can't show that.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they would press it already.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the title says it was a risk.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody likes it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like nobody likes it in the Megadeth community.
I've watched a couple Megadeth ranked videos, and a lot of people, first off, they're like, alright, 15, Risk.
Yeah.
That's like always.
Not for me. There's some absolute awesome songs on there.
Mm-hmm.
Wanderlust is amazing. Ecstasy is amazing. The Doctor is Calling. Prince of Darkness.
Is it Insomnia on that?
Insomnia is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, is Insomnia on that?
I thought so.
Or is it on The World Needs a Hero? I can't remember.
I think it's on Risk.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of good songs on that record.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care that it's more commercial or anything. 90s Megadeth, just there's something about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my number 13.
Okay. That's a good choice. Alright, so we're up to number 12 now. And I went with In Game.
Okay.
I've seen some people put In Game close to the top, but so I like it more than Dystopia, but it just doesn't, I don't know. There's something about this album, I feel like a lot of the songs are very similar again. And that's okay because there are some really good songs, but I don't know. It just ended up, closer to the bottom of the list for me.
Okay.
But it's not a terrible album just because it's lower the list, doesn't mean that I don't listen to it or I don't like it.
Right.
So, that's my number 12? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, my number 12 is The World Needs a Hero.
Okay.
And this is an original pressing. Yeah, I mean, this is a good album too. I kind of feel like there's more songs that are forgettable on this one than a lot of the other albums.
Mm-hmm.
But songs like Disconnect I love.
Yeah.
Losing My Senses. Dread and the Fugitive Mind is probably in my top 5 Megadeth songs.
Yeah, that's an awesome song.
Return to Hangar. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of good stuff on here.
For sure.
But I just feel like I like the other albums a little bit more.
Yeah.
And I love that album cover too.
Yeah, that is a really cool album cover.
They put, this is like the censored on the front, but they put the uncensored inside.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, this would be my number 12.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
By the way, we don't know each other's lists, so this is completely a surprise to both of us. Mm-hmm. Although I know you're number 1, and I know you know my number 1.
Yeah. Yeah, I just like all the other albums more than this.
Okay. Well, for number 11, the one you've already mentioned, I put Risk.
Okay.
I know that's mostly at the bottom of people's list, but I do listen to a lot of songs on there.
Mm-hmm.
Wanderlust, that is an incredible song, and it is so overlooked.
Yeah.
Just that song alone, really, I love that song a lot. And I listen to it more than In Game and any of the other Megadeth albums I put at the bottom of my list. So,
right.
I had to put it at number 11. It had to be there. So, and I stand by it.
I think we don't hate it as much because 90s music is our favorite music.
Yeah.
So we're more inclined to like more alternative rock style music.
Yeah. It doesn't have to have crazy, elaborate technical solos for me to enjoy it.
Right. It just got to be a good song.
Yeah.
Acoustic or electric, it doesn't matter.
Yes.
All right. So that's your number, 11?
Yes.
Okay. So my number 11 is Endgame.
Okay. That's fair.
Um.
We're getting similar top or bottom albums.
Yeah. This is a great album.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's low, but not because it's bad.
Right.
And in fact, I like all of the songs on here. This Day We Fight, I used to love a lot. 44 Minutes. My favorite is The Right to Go Insane.
Mm-hmm.
I love that song. And Head Crusher is just
I like
fucking
Head Crusher
awesome.
a lot.
So yeah, Endgame would be my number 11.
Okay.
And I remember buying this when it came out when I was younger. So I have a connection to this one too.
That's cool.
So yeah.
I like how the barcode is on the guy's head on the back.
So yeah, that's my number 11.
Alright. So now we move up to the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
And my number 10 is The System Has Failed.
Okay.
This is an incredible album.
Definitely.
Just because it's number 10 does not mean I dislike it. I really like Die Dead Enough and
yes.
Well, really all of them. Blackmail the Universe, Kick the Chair, Shadow of Death. I mean, it's all really great songs.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one that if a song pops up on shuffle from this album, I typically don't skip it.
Mm-hmm.
I do really enjoy this album. So, yeah, this is my number 10 pick.
Yeah, that's an awesome album.
And I do love the artwork for this album a lot.
Oh, yeah.
It's very original. And I like how Megadeth has, like, political overtones. There's not a lot of metal bands that are willing to go there.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't bother me. Alright, so my number 10 is Dystopia.
Okay. Yeah, I've always thought that you liked that album more than me.
Yeah. When this came out, I was like, holy shit. And I still stand by that. I think this is their best album since United Abominations.
Mm-hmm.
That's the anger is there, the technicality is there with the riffs and the solos and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't excited when they got the new lineup because I don't know, when a band has a lineup, you kind of want to stick with it, and you're kind of hesitant when they get new people.
Yeah.
But it worked out really good considering they got a Grammy on this album.
That's awesome.
The Threat Is Real is awesome. Dystopia, the Grammy-winning song, is probably my favorite.
Okay.
Fatal Illusion. Lying in State is a complete thrash masterpiece. Death From Within. Bullet to the Brain is a cool riff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is an incredible album.
For sure.
The only thing, I don't really like the album cover.
Yeah, it's not their best.
Yeah. I don't like the futuristic shit.
But I do enjoy it more than their other newer albums like 13 and United Abominations.
Okay.
Personally.
United Abominations? You like?
I mean, not
more?
United Abominations. 13 and
Endgame.
Super Collider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
My
So
bad.
yeah, this is my number 10. Yeah. So.
Okay, cool. So now we move on to number 9.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it was a Freudian slip. My number 9 is United Abominations.
Wow.
What is your... I know this one is probably like your number 2. Okay, but I love this album. It's just, I don't know, numbers 1 through 8 just got put there.
Mm-hmm.
I do love this album a lot. I love Sleepwalker. I love Washington is Next. It's got my favorite... Wait, is this redone?
Yeah.
Is this the redone one? Never mind. I hate the redone A Tout Le Monde.
Me too.
I love the original. I hate the redone one. Even the title track, United Abominations, is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of turned me on to this album. I overlooked it at first. Didn't think much about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then after a few more listens, I was like, wow, this is actually really good.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why it's number 9 instead of in the top 5, because it didn't like initially hit me.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the Megadeth albums up closer to the top were like bangers from the get-go.
Okay.
So yeah, but just because it's lower doesn't mean it's a bad album. This is a great album.
Definitely.
Yep, that's my number 9.
Alright, cool. My number 9 is The System Has Failed.
Okay.
So we're kind of going back and forth
Yeah,
here.
we usually do.
I love this album so much. I can't remember what year it was, but I was living in Wisconsin. It was a long time ago. And remember that Charter On Demand shit?
Yes.
And they'd have a bunch of music videos and stuff. One month they had the music video for Die Dead Enough. And
wow.
I could not stop listening to it. I was like rewinding it over and over and over again and blasting it. I really fell in love with that song. And Blackmail the Universe is crazy good. Kick the Chair is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
The Scorpion, Tears in a Vial, all these songs are so good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Back in the Day. So good. And this album cover is awesome too. You got Bill and Hillary Clinton.
Yep.
Some more politicians. Yeah. Then I love this Mushroom Cloud with Vic.
That is really cool.
There. Yeah, so I mean this album, there's not much to say because it's so good. I don't care that it's political, it's just fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, love it.
All
That's
right,
my
cool.
number 9. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Now we're on to number 8. And my number 8 is The World Needs a Hero.
Okay.
Man, you've already talked about it a lot, but this album is incredible. I mean, incredible. And I think Dread and the Fugitive Mind is the main reason that it's number 8 and not number 9 or number 10.
Yeah.
Just because I do love that song.
Man,
a lot
that
as well.
song is so good.
But I mean, all the other songs are excellent as well. I do love Recipe for Hate.
Yep.
I just said Dread and the Fugitive Mind. Moto Psycho is really good. I fucking love this album. So yeah, that's my number 8 pick.
Nice. Alright, my number 8 is maybe controversial because it's an 80s album.
Uh-oh.
So Far So Good, So What. Not that there's anything wrong with this album.
No.
This is a classic masterpiece. Complete masterpiece. But I think I like the other albums more.
Yeah.
There's songs on here that are my favorite. Some of my favorite songs, like Hook and Mouth. I always listen to that. Mary Jane. A lot of songs on here are overlooked too, I think.
Yeah.
Like Mary Jane and Liar and 502. Incredible fucking songs. In My Darkest Hour is on here, of course. And Set the World Afire is crazy good. Their cover of Anarchy in the UK is on here too.
That's one of my favorite covers, like, ever.
So yeah, I love this album so much. But
me too.
Yeah, I think I just like the other ones more, so this would be my number 8.
I mean, we are getting to the point in the list where it's comparing greatness to greatness.
Yeah.
It's hard to choose.
I love that album cover too.
Alright, so let's move on to number 7. My number 7, I don't know if it's controversial or not, probably, is Killing Is My Business.
Okay.
But, if you think about it, we're in the top half.
Yeah.
So, this is clearly, obviously, I don't have to tell you guys, you already know how amazing this album is.
Definitely.
Absolute masterpiece. I mean, straight up. Last Rites is probably one of my most listened to Megadeth songs.
Yeah. That piano in the beginning, that's Dave playing.
Yeah. If there was a list of, like, top 10 Megadeth songs that I listen to, not necessarily my favorites, Last Rites is probably number 1 or number 2.
Yeah.
I love that song a lot. I also really love Mechanics, obviously. I mean, everyone knows how great of a song that is, I think.
Better than Four Horsemen, in my opinion.
Yeah, probably. And obviously, title track, Rattlehead, Skull Beneath the Skin.
Yep.
Just bangers after bangers after bangers.
Yep.
I mean, this is, like I said, a masterpiece, and it's my number 7 pick.
Okay.
So there you go.
Good choice. Alright, so my number 7 is probably controversial to you, and we don't have it on vinyl.
No!
My number 7 is Cryptic Writings.
I'm pressed right now.
I don't even know what to say. It's such a good album. I really don't know what to say. It's just all the songs on it are perfect.
Yeah.
Secret Place is probably my favorite. But Almost Honest is one of my favorites. She Wolf.
Trust.
Yeah, Trust. I mean, it's a masterpiece. I think I just like the other ones more. So I think that's my number 7 is Cryptic Writings.
Let's not forget one of the most incredible songs, Use the Needle. Is that what it's called?
Use the Man.
Use the Man.
Yeah.
That's my song.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, that's my number 7.
Okay. No, I won't judge you too much. Number 6 for me is So Far So Good.
Okay.
So that was your number 8 pick?
Yeah.
Or 9?
8.
Okay. Masterpiece. Absolute
Definitely.
masterpiece. Like we've already said, like it's already been mentioned. I love Anarchy in the UK. I know that's not a Megadeth song, but it's one of my favorite covers of all time. I love In My Darkest Hour, another Megadeth song that I listen to a lot.
Yep.
I love Hook and Mouth, Mary Jane, like you've already said. Just incredible. Absolutely incredible. So, yeah, that's my number 6.
Nice. Alright, my number 6 is Countdown to Extinction.
I think that's a little controversial.
Really?
I think people put that at tippy top.
Yeah. Yeah, this is my number 6.
Okay.
All of the songs on here are absolute classics. They're all perfect. I think my favorite would be, maybe Foreclosure of a Dream. Either that or maybe Skin of My Teeth. But yeah, this is an incredible album. Which would have got number 1 album in the country if it were for Billy Ray Cyrus. Achy Breaky Heart.
Get out of here.
That
Billy
got
Ray.
number 1. This got number 2. I love this album cover so much. Probably one of my favorite Megadeth album covers. And the back is cool. And this vinyl pressing is really great because it comes with the bonus track Crown of Worms, which is also an amazing... I don't know if it's
I didn't know that about that pressing.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a cover or just a bonus song, but love this. And it's actually numbered. I got number 12. So pretty low.
Yeah.
I love this album so much.
Good
so
choice.
This would be number 6. That was my fan.
Oh my god. That scared me.
Ashes in Your Mouth is awesome too. Just all these songs are awesome. So yeah.
Alright. Okay, so now we move on to top 5.
Yep.
My number 5 pick is Rust in Peace.
Ooh.
Incredible. I mean, it was really, really difficult. I know we say this every ranking video, but when you get to the top, I mean, you probably know your favorite, but then after that, it's really hard to rank because there's so many good albums. At least for me, it was hard too because a lot of the albums in the top 5, I don't know, I had a tough time deciding which one I liked more. But this album is so good. I mean, Tornado of Souls, obviously. Hangar 18, arguably, that's the most well-known Megadeth song, right?
I don't think so, bro. You always think it is, but I don't think it is.
What is?
Symphony of Destruction or Peace Sells.
I feel like it's Hangar 18, bro.
I
I feel
know.
like Hangar 18 was in, like, Guitar Hero or something.
It was, but so was Symphony of Destruction.
I don't know.
Leave
Let
it
us
down
know.
below.
Let us know. What do you think the most well-known Megadeth song is? I always think it's Hangar 18. Maybe I'm wrong, and that's okay. Anyway, Take No Prisoners, banger. Five Magics, banger.
Yep.
Every song, banger after banger. That's why it's in the top 5.
Yep.
So, I stand by my choice.
Okay. My number 5 is Peace Sells.
Okay.
I love this album so much. If I was Metallica when this came out, I would have been shitting my pants because it's so good. It's evil.
It is.
There's so much evil stuff on this album, like The Conjuring and Good Morning, Black Friday. The song My Last Words is probably like maybe it's my first favorite Megadeth song.
Wow.
The riffs in that are so crazy,
Mm-hmm.
and all the solos on this are so good. Yeah, either My Last Words is my favorite or The Conjuring.
Okay.
But yeah, My Last Words, The Conjuring, and Good Morning are probably all in my top 5 Megadeth songs because they're so fast and evil. Bad Omen too.
Yes.
And this album cover is fucking classic.
Oh yeah.
Not much to say about it. It's so good.
Right.
And the back is cool too.
Definitely.
So yeah, this is. I mean, it's hard to rank classics. This is an absolute classic, and you know, this is one you definitely have to hear.
Oh
if
yeah.
you're into metal. So yeah, Peace Sells.
Sweet. Well, that is actually my number 4 pick.
Okay.
This was, if I remember correctly, and correct me if I'm wrong because I have a terrible memory, I think this is the first Megadeth album that you exposed me to that I was like, oh my god, Megadeth is awesome.
Yeah, probably because I remember I got this vinyl copy really early on.
Yeah.
When we first got together.
Because I don't remember any other Megadeth album standing out to me as much as this one did when I first started listening to Megadeth. Like you've already said, this album is so dark. It is incredibly fast, incredibly angry, and that's what I really like about this album. Really, there's not a lot of metal albums like this, in my opinion, which is why it's number 4, why it's in the top 5.
Yeah.
So, like you've already said, obviously, title track, so, it's amazing.
Yep.
Absolutely amazing. And every other song on here is just banger after banger. There's not a bad song on this. There's not just a decent song on this. They're all incredible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I remember when we first got together in 2010. You weren't really that into Megadeth.
Not at all.
And they were my favorite. And you used to give me shit because I liked them more than Metallica. And then I got this on vinyl, and I guess I must have let you borrow it or something. But slowly but surely you were like, okay, Megadeth's better.
Yeah.
So
I was.
I think this might have converted you.
Yeah, I used to, I guess because I just didn't know Megadeth. I had really only been exposed to Metallica. And I was like, how could anybody like any metal band more than Metallica? I thought Metallica was it. Little did I know.
Yeah.
Alright, so that was my number 4.
Okay. My number 4 is... where'd it go? Killing Is My Business.
Okay.
I think this is a better debut album than Kill 'Em All. This is absolutely classic, technical, evil too. All these songs, Last Rites is amazing. Skull Beneath the Skin, a technical masterpiece. I remember when we were in high school, I was taking a current events class, and we had to make a PowerPoint slideshow of, I can't remember what it was, but I used the song Chosen Ones in it. So I played that in front of the whole class. Yeah, this is the Back on Black pressing, and it's so cool that I figured we should just show it.
Yeah.
Because we are a vinyl channel, so.
Ooh. I didn't know it looked like that.
Yeah. That's really cool. We have another pressing that's just on clear, or it's translucent red.
I like that blue, though.
Me too. This actually is controversial, but this is my favorite Megadeth album cover.
Yeah, a lot of people hate on it.
Yeah, Dave hates it. A lot of people hate it. But that fucking font. The pirate font.
Yeah, that pirate font is really cool.
The pirate font that says Megadeth, dude.
Yeah.
That is so good. And I think that skull looks cool. It's 80s, but it's totally evil.
Why do they hate on it? Because it's a fake skull?
They hate on it because, the reissue where it's the drawn Vic?
Yeah.
That's what he wanted.
Yeah.
But the photographer came up with this. And he says that there's the blood and stuff is ketchup.
Okay, but nobody knew that in the 80s,
Yeah. And
you buy an album, you think that's a real skull and real blood and stuff.
Yeah. And he said that there's pickles in there or some shit. But goddamn, man, I love this. And that logo is really what tips me over the edge.
That logo's really cool.
So cool. So yeah, this is my number, what, 4?
Yeah. Since you brought it up, my favorite album artwork is definitely Peace Sells.
Okay.
Just putting it out there.
Good
All right,
choice.
so number 3.
Yes.
Here we go. Top 3. Countdown to Extinction.
Okay.
Oh, this album.
That's a thick boy.
Yes. She heavy. I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm honestly... I don't know what to say that hasn't already been said.
Yeah.
A masterpiece.
Yep.
I mean, look at that track list. If you're a Megadeth fan, this has got to be in your top. At least 5. Come on. I don't think I've ever seen anybody put this low.
Yeah, me neither.
It's always usually at the tippy top. And it's for a good reason, so... What's my favorite song, though, from this? Honestly, I know this is probably so typical, but probably Sweating Bullets.
That's a good one.
I love that song, I really do.
It's a single for a reason.
And I love the music video.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
I really love
when
the
he's
music
kicking
video.
himself in the corner.
Yeah.
That shit is funny.
Yeah. So, that's my number 3. That's,
yep.
I mean, yeah, that's it for me.
Love that one. Alright, my number 3 is Rust in Peace.
Mm-hmm.
This, I always think this is the guitar player's Bible. If you can learn this album, you're fucking, I mean...
You got some talent.
Yeah. This is the guitar player's Bible, in my opinion. That fucking album cover, that is perfect. With the alien down there.
Yep. And
all the leaders and stuff. And Vicks. I don't know what that green thing is.
Okay, I hate to say it. I hate to be that person. It looks just like a Sims thing.
It
every
does look
time
like the
every
Sims
time
logo.
I see it, I think of The Sims.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah, definitely. This was the first album with this perfect lineup. This is the lineup that gives you all the classics.
Oh, yeah.
At least for us. We like 90s Megadeth more than 80s Megadeth.
Yes.
And more than Millennium Megadeth.
90s, that was it.
Mm-hmm.
For pretty much every band.
My favorite song on here has gotta be Take No Prisoners. This is so angry, dude.
Yeah.
And Tornado of Souls. That's probably my favorite. It's the most fun song to play on guitar for me. And Lucretia is... I've tried learning it and I can't do it. That intro.
That's saying a lot because for those of you who don't know, he is a really talented guitarist.
Thank you.
You are.
But all of these songs, they're perfect. This is a thrash masterpiece. Not only thrash, this is a musical fucking landmark.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I would be thinking if I was Metallica in 91. Because they put out the Black Album and Megadeth put this out. And this is better than the Black
Compared
Album.
to the Black Album,
I mean...
the Black Album is like mild salsa compared to this.
Yeah, definitely. Just the fucking anger and energy on this album is incredible.
Yeah. I feel like the Black Album, I mean, I enjoy the Black Album, obviously.
Yeah.
But I feel like it was really slow compared to a lot of, well, even a lot of Megadeth and a lot of their Metallica's own albums.
Well, what's the fastest song on the Black Album? Probably Holier Than Thou, right?
Probably.
Or maybe Through the Never?
I don't know. I'd have to go and skim through again.
Either way, the BPMs on this one is way higher. Way higher.
For sure.
Yeah. This is just Five Magics is totally unique.
Megadeth went brazy on this one.
Yeah, definitely. And I love the theme too.
Like the toxic waste and stuff.
Yeah.
Hazardous aliens and such.
Definitely. I think fucking George Bush is on here or something. I think that might be him.
Really?
George H.W. Bush.
Oh, okay. George Bush Sr.
Yeah.
Alright.
And this album cover is easily top 3 for me.
Alright. Do you know my number 2 from Process of Elimination?
No. It can't be United Abominations.
No, I already talked about that.
Oh, yeah. I honestly can't remember the ones you talked about so far.
Euthanasia.
Ah, okay. Oh, yeah, duh.
I don't know, man. This might... This might give Peace Sells artwork a run for its money.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
How do I even begin? How do you begin? Let's look at the track list.
I hate that this is picture disc, by the way.
Yeah.
I hate picture discs.
Right.
At least of albums that I love so much.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want a picture disc. And I don't want this stupid plastic shit.
Yeah. And it rips along the side.
Yeah.
So you get dust on the inside and stuff.
Yep.
I'm not trying to accentuate the rip, but because it's cheap, flimsy plastic, it bumps against the sides and then...
You know those above ground pools that aren't like the heavy plastic?
Yeah.
They're like the blow up inflatable pools. That's what this shit is. That's what it feels like, bro.
This is the blow up pools of record packaging.
Yeah.
That's a good analogy.
You got the in-ground pool with this thick bite. Look at that.
That's an in-ground pool with
thick.
jets and lights.
Yeah. And this is the fucking blow-up pool.
This is the $25 pool you get from Walmart.
So you gotta fill up with a garden hose and wait all day to be able to swim in.
And it gets hot in like 2 seconds. And then you rub against the side and it's like hot on your leg.
Dude, I remember when I was a kid, I had a Lightning McQueen little Matchbox car.
Uh-huh.
And I'd dive under and I'd drive him on the bottom of the pool and go up the side.
Dude, those pools get dirty so easily because nothing's cleaning them. It's just stagnant water.
Yeah.
How did we get here?
Because this feels like that material.
Yeah, it does.
I hate it, dude.
Regardless, this is my second favorite Megadeth album because track list, it's a masterpiece. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
My favorite song is from this album is for sure Elysian Fields.
Nice.
Without a doubt. But, I mean, after that, it's hard to compare because all the other songs are just so amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Some other ones that stand out to me are like...
The whole album?
Yeah, the whole album in its entirety. Obviously, A Tout Le Monde. That's my favorite Megadeth song. Blood of Heroes. Oh, Black Curtains.
Ooh.
Are you kidding me? The title track. I mean, at this point, I'm just telling you what songs are on this album.
Yeah.
Amazing artwork, amazing music, amazing concepts. That's why it's up. That's why it's number 2.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is.
Good choice. I'm glad that's high up.
Yeah.
Alright, so my number 2 is United Abominations, which is probably controversial.
Yes, I think so.
But I have a special connection with this album, so... This was like when I first got into Megadeth, when this came out. So this was like 2007. This was my first exposure to Megadeth. I met Dave on this tour.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see the tour, but my family was vacationing. I think we were in like Chicago or something, or maybe it was Ohio. But we were staying at like a Radisson Hotel, which is really fancy. And me, my mom, and my brother were looking out the window, and we saw a big tour bus, and the license plate said Megadeth.
That is sick.
So we ran down there, and my dad was at work, and we had to call him, and he got there in like 10 minutes, dude. And we all got to meet Dave and the rest of the band from this tour.
That's
so
awesome.
that's really special. And also the concert Blood in the Water is, I think, from this tour, and they play a lot of songs from this. And I remember seeing that a lot on TV when I was a kid. So, and I really love that concert. Mm-hmm. So I have some connections with this album, which I think is why I love it so much. And that album cover is amazing too. Mm-hmm. That was a fan art submission, which is crazy. The back is cool too. Yeah, I hate the Tout Le Monde redone version. But Sleepwalker's incredible. Washington Is Next is probably my favorite from here. United Abominations title track is great. Burnt Ice, that's crazy. That is a crazy song. Yeah, this is my number 2, and I love this album so much.
That's a good choice.
Yeah, number 2.
All right, here we are at the end of the list. My number 1, you ain't got, and that's okay, because it's really expensive.
I wish they'd repress it, bro.
Is this controversial?
Probably.
I think so, because everyone argues it's so mainstream and it's so commercial. Obviously, I'm talking about Cryptic Writings.
Yeah.
When I first listened to this album, it changed my views on Megadeth. Because I didn't know they were that good.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew they were good, but I can listen to this song in its entirety over and over for days on end, which is why it's number one for me. I know that it's not their most technical album. I know that it's not their fastest. I know all those things. But still, every song to me is just incredible and super memorable. So yeah, I wish they would re-release it so we could have it on vinyl. I think I probably would snatch it up before you.
Well, we'd both have it.
Yeah.
I'd have to buy it too.
Yeah. So.
There's been one pressing of it in the 90s, and that's it.
Yeah. And how much is that?
It's like $250, bro.
I can't. I can't justify spending hundreds of dollars on a single record. But.
I've done it, and I'm not proud of it, but I had to build my Manson collection.
Yeah.
But the thing that's frustrating is that they're repressing albums like United Abominations and 13 and Endgame. Like they just repressed those. Bro, come on, give us the classics.
Yeah, we need the classics.
Repress Euthanasia on standard wax.
Yeah.
You know, and repress Cryptic Writings because they're needed.
Yeah.
Press Risk for the first time.
Yeah, I was about to say, you need to press Risk.
So, yeah.
Alright, well, that Cryptic Writings, that's my number one.
Very good. What do you think your favorite song is on there?
It changes, but I think it's Almost Honest.
God, that is such a good song.
But it usually goes back and forth between Almost Honest and Trust. I love the drums on Trust. I love them.
When I was younger, that was an album that I listened to a lot. I remember being obsessed with the part in Trust when it like builds up and then it stops and then it comes in with that solo.
Yeah.
That blew my mind, and I remember listening to Almost Honest a lot.
Yep.
So good choice.
Thank you.
All right, so my number one is obviously Euthanasia, which is definitely controversial for sure.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
Damn.
So, yeah, this is my number one Megadeth album of all time, and that album cover is so cool.
Oh yeah.
It's too bad that a beauty like this is in a pool floaty. I don't even know what my favorite song is on this record. Reckoning Day, Train of Consequences, Addicted to Chaos, Jesus, Elysian Fields to Le Monde, obviously, Family Tree, so many songs on here that are overlooked.
Yeah.
That it's criminal, man. My least favorite, I know what my least favorite song is on here. It's definitely Victory. Good song, but compared to all the other ones, I think if I had to choose one, I would probably go Addicted to Chaos.
That's a good choice.
And this art is so cool too, Vic with that baby. I think this is Dave Mustaine's best vocal performance. He sounds so good on this album.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say. This is my favorite Megadeth album of all time.
Sweet.
And it has been for years. It hasn't changed.
Yeah. I knew you were going to pick that.
I don't even know why, dude. There's just something about this album. And 94 would have been such a good year for music if we lived back then. This, I think Metallica's Load came out. I love Load so much. If you watch our Metallica ranked video,
we fantasize so much. If we had just lived just 10 years, if we were just born 10 years before we were born. I was born in 95. He was born in 96. Even if we could have just experienced the late 90s as a teen or a preteen, just if somebody take me somebody invent a time portal so we can go.
Dude, 94. This comes out. I think Metallica Load comes out, bro. Maybe 96, I'm not sure. Green Day Dookie. Typo Negative Bloody Kisses. Life of Agony, River Runs Red. That would have been nuts, dude.
All you oldies out there, I'm just kidding. But all you people who are older than us, who were actually able to experience the 90s, we're really jealous.
I think maybe Garbage's first album came out. Maybe 95. I'm not sure.
Let's not even mention Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam, all the grunge bands.
Although Kurt Cobain died that year, so that would have been...
Yeah, but if we would have been in the early 90s.
Yeah. But yeah, this is my favorite Megadeth album.
Alright. So that's it.
That's it, folks.
Those are our lists. 15 studio albums ranked.
They're making another one. They're making another one right now.
Yes.
Good vibes to Dave with his throat cancer.
Yes, it's such a shame.
Mm-hmm.
Was really sad to hear that. Neither of us have seen Megadeth live. So you met them, but neither of us have seen them in concert.
Right. I'd love to.
So, with that news, not sure if they will tour again.
Well,
or they're going, let's not.
The fact that they're opening up for Five Finger Death Punch is a fucking Five Finger Death Punch to the face.
Yeah.
I mean, are you fucking kidding me?
They're opening.
They're
for
opening.
Five Finger Death Punch.
Yo, Five Finger Death Punch. Who was killing it while you were in diapers? When you were swimming in the above ground pool.
First off, Five Finger Death Punch shouldn't even be near Megadeth.
They fucking suck.
Because they're so cringy. They're so bad.
They fucking suck.
Secondly, they shouldn't be the fucking headliner.
Nope.
My brain cannot fucking put that together. I can't understand it at all.
And it's so sad that Megadeth they really don't get the respect that they deserve.
They never have.
No.
They never have. Ever. Where are my OG Megadeth fans at?
Mm-hmm. Like I said, they're my favorite Metallica.
They're my favorite Megadeth band.
They're my favorite metal band.
Leave a like down below if Megadeth is your favorite Megadeth band.
They're my favorite metal band because I don't consider Typo Negative metal. They should not be opening for those fucking fools.
No.
That's a tragedy and a smack to the face.
That's a five-finger death punch to the teeth.
Mm-hmm. I imagine hearing like Tornado of Souls stacked up with like what kind of shit do they play?
I don't know.
Whatever shit they play.
I can't even.
They're like the Nickelback of metal, but
They
Nickelback
really
is better
are.
than them.
They really are. They're the Nickelback of metal.
Maybe this trashing them is controversial. I don't know. Write down below if they
leave us hate
suck
comments down below.
If you think they suck, leave a like.
Yeah.
Simple.
If you love them, I don't know.
Just click off, maybe. Or stay, whatever.
You can leave us hate.
We
down
fucking
below.
hate them.
It's okay. Wow. We're really talkative, huh? Okay. We're gonna wrap it up. We'll probably do another ranked video in like 3 months. I'm just kidding.
We need to do that Marilyn Manson video.
We need to do a Marilyn Manson ranked.
Ranked and collection.
Yes. We've been talking about doing a podcast, but don't know if it'll happen. But we would like to start a podcast because obviously we have a lot to talk about. This is a 50-minute video. And there's stuff that has happened this week.
The new Green Day fucking sucks.
That needs to be talked about.
They're your favorite band. You have the tattoo of them on your back.
I do. Let's.
Okay. We're thinking about doing like recording our voices for a podcast, and like uploading it to this channel.
Maybe one of you guys would watch it, but
yeah, maybe one or two. We know nobody's gonna watch it though, so that's what we can't decide.
But it would still be fun. I think,
it'd be fun
and enjoyable. And I mean, over time, I think maybe some of you guys would enjoy it. Anyway, we got to go. Thanks for watching. If you stuck around, you're the best. Peace.